Welcome back to McRaeathon Presents Blast from the Past 2000s. We are a 2-day speedrun marathon held here on the McRaeathon channel, and we are currently being hosted on the NSG channel. Hello everyone in Norway, and through the power of the internet we are bringing you 2 full days of speedrunning racing goodness, right from the comfort of our own homes. As I said, we're currently being broadcasted on NSG's channel, so we would like to thank them for the support. By providing their channel for streaming, they are sharing their technical assistance and their donation servers, which helps us make things just a lot more smoother with running our events. Be sure to check out their next event, NSG Spring 2026, which is happening from the 24th of April to the 26th of April 2026. And with that, I'll hand it over to our runner, so Moom, please take it away.
Thanks. Hello, I'm Moom. I'm doing the Fasterground Underground 2 speedrun today. It will only be the first 4 stages, because otherwise the run would go 4 hours. And I'm happy to be here. Alright. We can start. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, good luck.
Thanks. So I quit to the menu and go back, because then we will skip the whole talking we get on at the beginning. So basically we come from Underground 1 and our car got crashed from some shady guys, and now we have to get back our reputation. It was not intended to crash. At first you just try to collect nitros and with nearly missing every traffic car, and also collect some icons to collect money.
Hey Rach, what up girl? Word on the wire is that there's some action going in Fort Union. I've been able to pinpoint the exact location. You should be able to find them without
Yeah, I missed one. I have to collect this one. Of course, I hit another one. The traffic pattern is completely RNG. Right, we head to the car dealership. We take the Toyota Corolla because it is the best car in the game. At first stage it is slower than the Peugeot 206, but afterwards the Corolla gets faster. So as I said in the beginning, we try to get back to the top on underground racing and try to beat the guys that totaled our car. Collect some other smaller stuff. Did I get it? I don't think I did. I think I didn't get it. Anyways, so we enter the garage, next cutscene, go back to Explorer mode, and then we have our first bug. This is called the Sigma boost. Don't ask me why. Jigsaw named it like that. I press the handbrake and grind against the wall, and that will give us insane boost to accelerate.
What are speedrun glitches if we don't have funny names for them?
Yeah. It was discovered this year in end of July, beginning of August.
So a very recent discovery then?
Yes.
Nice. It's always interesting to see old games still getting new tech discovered.
Yeah. I mean, Jigsaw is basically the big main runner of this game, so he's always looking for some stuff. He's the world record holder in any percent by a big margin. 4430, that's all right. And when you leave an event, you can trigger that you go to neutral and get some RPM to accelerate faster. We're also driving, this is one of the few Need for Speed games where you have the manual transmission. As the most wanted runner, it was a little bit uneasy to go to manual, because in Most Wanted you drive all the time with automatic. Basically, this is stage 1 right now. We get introduced to every race, every game mode we will play. Right now we had Street X, now we have the drag race, afterwards we have a sprint, then a circuit, and then a drift race. And then we will go directly to stage 2. One of the more popular segmented runs is stage 0+1, which is basically drive from the airport, get the Peugeot 206 and to the other races. It's a 9-minute run. As I said before, right now I'm doing Fasterground, which is a modification that Jigsaw and some other runners came up with, because it is way easier, not easier to run, but it's how would you say it, more comfortable to run the game. Because in any percent we have so many underground racing league stuff, it becomes really boring. Basically Fasterground, you have to only do one underground racing league event per stage, and not... Oh, I fucked that up. Nice. Not many other underground racing leagues, because it basically saves 1 hour and 30 minutes of repeating every stupid race. It's really comfortable.
That's a pretty hefty chunk.
Yeah, underground racing leagues can become quite boring. That's why the any percent category is close to 6-hour run. So this is the first race where we will go out of bounds with car resets. We will, I will show that off quite often. We will bump against that wall, shift down, go here, drive, and then we go on the highway. The checkpoints in this game are pretty weird. And the racing line goes all over the map at the finish line. So basically we can go out of bounds, we will drive over the highway, because it is way faster than taking every turn and driving the normal track. And it will save a good amount of time. As you can see on the left and the bottom, not even close to the finish line, but the finish line is right under that bridge here. Okay, this is one of the few races where I have to shift down in the beginning and let the AI pass me, because they will crash every time. They will ram each other off. Depending on the spawn, you don't have to downshift. When you spawn on the far right or the far left, you can just comfortable pass them, but otherwise they will crash into you and it will lose a good amount of time. So right now, once again, I'm on the highway, which is way faster than the usual track. And we will do 3 laps on the highway. I wish we had the lap glitch like in Most Wanted. So we only would have to do 1 lap on the circuits, but yeah. Not getting that.
Is that a similar process where you go forward a bit, loop round, go back behind the thing, the finish line, go forward, and it's like, yep, you did the full lap.
Even better, we go to the quick race menu in Most Wanted and just set the circuits we want to race to 1 lap and no traffic, and then it will transfer over to the career for whatever reason. And that's only possible in the 1.2 patch on the CD release of Most Wanted. On later patches it was patched out.
Amazing.
So yeah, the Corolla in the beginning is pretty slow, but it has superb handling. We will start tuning at stage 2. So right now I can go straight, because I don't have to drive uphill. And once again, the finish line is somewhere on the map, and it's just right here. So next up is a drift event. Drift events until the middle of stage 2 are quite easy, but afterwards they can get pretty annoying. Because the AI out of no reason can collect a huge amount of points or can rubber band and you basically lose the race. When I started speedrunning Underground 2, I really had in stage 5 a lucky rubber band where the guy just collected 500k points out of nowhere. Because they will basically go out of bounds and try to rubber band back, and yeah. When they get on a bonus strip of drifting, they collect a huge amount of drift points. Alright, that's already stage 1. The next up are 3 small drift races, and after this race we get our first sponsor. We have to finish our sponsor contracts to progress in the game. And those sponsor stuff is quite easy. And we also choose the one that are the fastest because we have to do 3 sponsored races. And on this stage we will do 3 drift races because they're only 2 laps and close to each other. Okay, I have to be careful, I don't have that much points. Yeah, also we're playing on the easy difficulty because on other difficulties we couldn't do fast drift races. Okay, that's one enough points. Yeah, that's the sponsor we have to pick.
Yo, dude,
And the X symbols on the maps are basically our sponsored events. So on this stage basically what we have to do is to get our car to 1 star, do 1 sponsored event, the 3 sponsored events, and get on a magazine.
Was there a particular reason why you choose that particular sponsor?
Yeah, because these are the fastest races. We always try to get either the drag races or the drift races. Later on we will have a sponsor where we have 1 circuit, but we also out of bounds glitch that circuit, so it's not a big deal.
Hey, did you hear? The tunnel to Beacon Hill just got cleared. You should scope it out. Talk to you later.
After this race we will finally tune our Corolla. Yeah, and we will also see a lot of wall riding because it's faster than turning.
The ancient old technique.
Yes.
Used once in NASCAR.
Yeah, I saw that. In Most Wanted it is not that useful. I can't think about any track where we do wall riding at all because it slows you down a huge amount. Alright, we have to collect that money in front of us, and then we have more than enough money to get all the upgrades that we want.
swap out stock parts with aftermarket. You can change the timing of your mind. Hey, tighten your gearbox and shorten your throws by harden your suspension and slice through turn. Nitrous oxide is the glycerin of the race world.
Now we do some performance tuning.
Yo, it's like this. Suspension controls how
You can do
ride,
double
react,
imports with holding down the arrow keys and clicking it with the mouse.
The suspension components work like a team and must be tuned together for them to work properly. A general tuning guideline is to adjust your sway bars, then your shocks, followed by your springs. Yo, listen here. Your electronic control unit regulates air and fuel mixtures to your engine timing.
And we will do that basically for close to every racing mode.
Fine-tune engine power at each
Not the URL mode, because for whatever reason he will take the one that we put into the circuit one. Also, the dyno is one of the reasons why we have autosave on, otherwise it wouldn't save our tuning settings. Wait, I forgot the ECU. Alright, that's tuning. Now we reset the car shift down and then we can turn around faster. Alright, now we will reset the car and spawn in front of the event. Basically the reset points are super broken in this game. They fixed it in Most Wanted. And now we can actually shift down and hold the nitrous button to accelerate even faster. Later on we will also have another technique to accelerate faster when we put in the hydraulics for hydraulic jump boosting.
Oh, the most iconic thing from this game.
Yeah. The whole tuning settings. Okay, that's another
The
spot.
amount of-
Yeah.
The amount of customization in this game was revolutionary to me when I was younger.
Yeah.
It's really, it was the first on Need for Speed game I played, but the fact I could just change everything was crazy to me. Didn't understand what most of it did. I was too young. But I'm just like, I can change the lights to be blue.
Yes. It also fits perfectly in the time, because that was the time when everything was basically tuned on the car. Now it is more decent, but back in the days you did put basically everything on your car.
I still see it from time to time, to be honest, from where I'm from.
Yeah.
Technically, my sister does it as well. I don't think she has the lights under the car, but she definitely has them, you know, inside and everything.
Heads up, scouts from Turbo Magazine
So
are
that's
here.
the other Sigma boost, come on. Nope. Does not want to do it. So basically we go on the bridge like this. The reset points for The car is super funny in this game. We will use it quite often.
Makes the game more interesting.
Yes.
Well, like respawn, who knows?
Yeah. We have to turn around here. Because we'll drive in the other direction. Basically, how we enter the event, we will also leave the event, so we have to position our car before we enter the event to get better off. This is one of the few races I can crash and can't do anything against it, because the developers did a very poor job on doing the racing lines. When I get unlucky traffic around this corner, nope, I didn't get it. This is one of the few tracks that has poor developing. Next off here to a sprint event. Also, you always want to try to get close to any particular car to collect nitros. Okay, next out of bounds event. This time I also want to shift down and want the others let them pass. I was unfortunate, I got two slow starting cars. So we already skipped half of the race, and now we will go on the highway. And we are back on track to finish the rest of the event. Also, here are some blind spots corners, but most of the time a traffic car spawns directly in one of those two corners, or those two turns. In this turn there will also spawn a car. There it is. Okay, we will go to the tuning shop once again. We will install some brand new tires and reduce the weight of our car.
Congrats on all that. Now power needs somewhere to go, so put your car on a diet.
Now it comes to the optical tuning, because we will have to get our car to 1 star. We will transform it to a clown car. And this is one of the few shops where you can do fast tuning.
The guys from Bayview's Best are filming their next flick tonight. Bring it home, and you'll get in their movie for sure.
Alright, right now we will take a nice picture of our car.
Check it out, bro. You just got featured on the DVD Bayview's Best. Hey, I've been hearing a lot of you lately. You're getting to be a real heavy out there. Way to go. I know you can drive. Can you direct? Move your ride around the zone and shift the camera angles to get the perfect layout.
You wanna
Think you have
crash against this one for the next Sigma boost. Yeah, and right now it can get quite tricky to win the drift races, because for whatever reason, as I said, the AI can rubber band, and even if it says at the end that you've won the race, as long as it's not fading to the black screen, you can still lose it. As I said, right now it says winner, but at this point you can still lose it. It is super stupid. And that was thanks game, wrong angle. Another Sigma boost that did not work. To be fair, I had to learn the Sigma boost this week because I didn't run the game since July when it was discovered. But I'm trying to implement it to show it off. Yeah, that nice that we see it like the AI racers, one is out of bounds and the other one is also out of bounds. They just rocket shipped out of nowhere. That's a common bug in the game. Sometimes they will just pass you for no reason and can teleport to close to the finish line. And now both racers are stuck behind the wall, which is actually good for me because we will lap them. And I don't have to deal with them. Because most of the time they will just block you and they're super annoying. Now it seems like the other one got back on the track and the other one is stuck in between those two walls. Okay, come on, let me get the Sigma boost this time. Yes, there it is. When you hear the tire screeching, then basically it's the game saying, yeah, it worked. Okay, next out of bounds. We have to collect a good amount of nitros before we do the... And yeah, that can also happen. As I said, the AI is pretty annoying. You can't do anything against it. Sometimes they steer into you, sometimes they slow you down. Okay, sometimes yeah, he will turn, yeah, I just wanted to say he will turn and will block us, yeah. I was too fast, sometimes he's just standing there already. Alright, out of bounds. Nope, can't collect any nitros. Now we will ram against the wall. When it says the lap time, we just reset the car and head back to this direction, go to the tuning shop, and then we finish that circuit. Oh, 106 is bad time. Usually you will get under 1 minute.
reps from the Sport Compact car are on location tonight, and they have a hot model for the winner's hood. Incentive enough?
We will see the Street X-Rays quite a lot, because it's one of the shorter ones. And because we're also playing Fasterground, it won't show the other races on the map. Basically in any percent, It only sports, as far as I know, only 15 events on the on the map, and then you have to reload. So basically, you back in the menu, load your profile. Because we have autosave on, we can do that easily after a race event, and then it loads the other race events and shows them on the map. Otherwise, we can't enter them. But on Fasterground, we don't have to deal with that. Yeah, now we have to deal with lapping. Depending on the card, can be super annoying. I think that's the last time we will see this race layout from the Stujax. Yeah, it should be. It's also one of the faster ones here. As you can see, they will crash into wall and just sling out to the right, and when you're unlucky enough and pass them at the beginning, they will just turn you around and crash into you. Also one of the few races where we don't have to use any brakes. Okay, now we are at the end of stage 2. We will now enter the Underground Racing League. So as I said, we are playing the speedrun friendly modification Fasterground. As far as I know, before that we had to do both of those races we are doing right now. We had to do them separately. So basically at the end you have to do 3 underground races, which is super annoying, as I said. So right now we're only doing one event of the Underground Racing League. And that wasn't good. I lost a good amount of speed. And the next trick I will show off is basically I don't know how to describe it. Gear boosting and nitrous boosting. So when I go over this cliff and use my nitrous, the RPM and the speed I will reach in the air will add up. So if I go into a higher gear and have the same RPM, the game basically thinks, oh, he's faster than usual, and the game will give you that speed. On this jump I can show it better off because I have more nitrous. So on the first jump, close before I hit the ground, I will use the nitrous, and again, and I will reach 230 out of nowhere. Just for tapping the nitrous right before I land. On later stages you will also combine that with shifting, and then you will get even more speed. And we have a back marker that can be super annoying. They can start to rubber band. Yeah, that's a good time. Sub 2 minutes would be perfect. Okay, and this race we will want to save a little bit of nitrous at the beginning. because we have that hairpin corner. We will only take the hairpin corner normally this once. Afterwards we'll do wall grinding because it's faster. In the beginning of underground racing leagues, you also want to use all your nitros on the first lap, because it is not worth to save the nitros. The only underground race I can remember where it's worth to save nitros is actually on stage 4, but that trick is really difficult to pull off because you jump boost over multiple small bumps, and I still can't pull it off. Yeah, there's nothing much to say right now. We're just doing the Underground Racing League. And now you have to imagine you have a lot of those Underground Racing Leagues in the normal any percent, and yeah, as a viewer it can become pretty boring.
In the meantime, I can read a few messages from the charity.
Yes.
So, as you've seen, cycling on the carousel, we are raising money for Get Well Gamers. They are a UK-based charity that is dedicated to donating video games and consoles to hospitals, hospices, and other healthcare settings where gaming can provide a power-up across the United Kingdom. Video games are an effective and proven pain management tool, providing much-needed entertainment for young people during long hospital stays or in circumstances in which recreational activities can be beneficial. Get Well Gamers are currently linked up with over 140 hospitals and organisations across the UK. It was originally set up in 2001 by Ryan Sharp, who was hospitalised as a child and found that playing DK Jr. and Zaxxon had been beneficial to his recovery. Later then, in 2005, the charity was officially recognised in the United States, and by October 2006, the organisation had expanded to cover over 40 hospitals in more than 20 states. The charity accepts donations of video game systems and games from 1989 to later from both individuals and companies. So if you want to donate your games or consoles, you can also do that if you maybe cannot donate financially. And since its founding, the group has received support from various other gaming-related organisations such as the International Game Developers Association and NVIDIA themselves. So like I said, if you do want to maybe donate some games you have, some consoles, you can send them a message over on their website. It's a little like contact form, email thing, and they will get back to you. They don't accept everything, obviously, so they also don't accept 18+ games and stuff like that. They also might say, sorry, we have too many of them. But believe it or not, I think I heard from somewhere they may have too many Wiis. So, but you can always message, they'll tell you exactly what they want, what they wouldn't want maybe, because they have overstock of it. But it's a great way to, you know, help kids in recovery. Because I know myself, even just from being, you know, for surgery and stuff, that was obviously only for a few hours, but it's very boring, very tiring. It can get quite depressive while you're in there for a long time, because obviously you can't have someone there by your side the whole time, so having that gaming to help take your mind off of things, definitely a beneficial thing. So if you want to donate, like I said, you can go to the website for consoles and games. If you wish to make a monetary donation, you can use !donate in chat, or you can go to the panel below the stream that says donate, and that will also send you to our links. With those donations, you can actually help with some bid wars we have going on right now as well. I believe the current bid war we have open is to pick the colour of the machine for F-Zero AX, which is, I believe, the arcade version of an F-Zero game. So you have blue plus green, gold plus purple, green plus pink, and red plus gold, and let me check. Red plus gold is currently in the lead with £10, while every other colour has £5. So it is still very much up for I was about to say up for a debate. That's not what I'm trying to say. There's no clear winner. You know, it's one donation could easily take the lead. So if you wish to change the colour of the car, you can very well do so. But Moom, I'll throw it back over to you now.
Thanks. So right now we have done some tuning and got a new sponsor. We finished stage 2 and are already in stage 3. So right now we got a turbo upgrade and got some new brakes. And this is one of the longer drift events at the beginning. Here I don't have to worry that the AI will catch up. Also, after the last track I did on... I think it is the first time that we are on the train station that we've done the drag race. We also choose another sponsor, and this time it is 3 drag races. And once again we did some tuning for the turbo and aerodynamics, because this will also influence the stuff you're doing in the game. Funny enough, changing tire pressure or stuff like that won't change anything, but aerodynamics will change some stuff. Like it's always weird in older games. Sometimes it changes stuff, sometimes it changes nothing. I know in Gran Turismo 1 and 2 you basically want to get that your car's higher on the rear so that you get extra acceleration. That was a little bit slow. Yeah, Drift Race is basically one of those few races where you win time or lose time, depending on how good you are. Because steering here can be quite difficult sometimes. You also have a sweet spot on the controller for accelerating, where you basically don't slow down but also still accelerate somehow but have the maximum amount of grip. It is super weird.
Streetcar magazine's reps are scoping around, so look sharp.
Alright, next racing event. Right. Then I won't do the Sigma boost. Another out of bounds. Didn't get a good respawn. You can spawn even further on the green patch to the right on the highway. But I did miss the perfect spot. We will reset 3 times in this race. Right now, here's the barrier where the other racers are driving. I won't use that, I want to go to the other side. And that basically skips the whole racing section, and I'm once again on the highway. And once again, another car reset. It should be here. Yes. Got it. So if I get lucky enough, I can do an outrun race here. I'm only doing stage 0 until 3, but I still want to show off the outrun races because they are basically part of any of both any percent and Fasterground any percent. But I didn't get a good spawn, so we won't do an outrun race here. Outrun races gives you unique tuning parts, and only on stage 3 we want to do 3 outrun races to get the unique engine upgrade. It will save you a good amount of time later in the game. But this is also the part of the game where you basically reset. Because if you don't get good outrun races, yeah, you're basically lose too much time and you just reset the run. Yeah, once again, one racer is completely lost. Strafing against the wall, backwards and forwards. Sometimes they will also crash into you. Okay, we will go for another quick update. It's only one part, the ECU level 2. Oh god, we got a Skyline. Yeah, all-wheel drive vehicles can be super... 2 Skylines, even better. They will accelerate faster and they can become super annoying in drift events. This is also one of the few events where I have to be careful that I don't get beaten by the AI. Because they tend to drift good in this event for whatever reason. It should be more than enough. Also got to mention is right now I'm playing on controller. Not many runners play this game on controller. It's also one of the few Need for Speed games where you can easily run it with the keyboard. Because the steering, the analog steering for the controller is super weird. Basically until 60% steering you have super light steering. And then out of nowhere the car will steer super heavy. Yeah, there's no smooth steering like in Carbon or Most Wanted. It is basically broken here. But controller gives you a little bit of advantage because you can manipulate the gas with the analog stick, especially for drift races. It's quite good. And we can also perform the hydraulic acceleration better. I got the SMS. Alright, this is basically the last race when I would do a normal run.
Hell is different than you think.
Mr. Grabber.
What do you think happens when you die?
Really? Did I get 3 all-wheel drive cars? You can do this race super fast. And right now I have to collect some points because they will collect also a good chunk of points. Yeah, it should be enough. Okay, right now we will do outrun races. In my practice the whole week I got unlucky and got a bugged out event. Let's see what I will get. Yep, I get a bugged out event. As you can see, I passed him, but he's still in front of me. Funny enough, it's the same AI than our bugged out cops in Most Wanted. And I just saw that this guy spun out. Okay, where did he go? Alright, nope, I won't do any outrun race on this highway. We have to do 3 of them, basically. But if I don't get them, it's also fine. I just want to show them off. It is basically perfect if you get 2 races on 2 outrun race wins on this part. Okay, another Sigma boost spot. That was bad. On the last jump here I can actually better show off what I mean with getting into another gear. Gives you extra speed. So right now I'm in 4th gear, and when I shift up, I didn't show it. Still too slow for that. There's the Sigma boost. Okay, outrun race, and of course he crashed. Thanks, game. That is super bad RNG right now. Most of the time we crash into them.
Hey, yo, homie. Does your mama know you're out with the big boys?
Yeah, and even if you're playing on easy difficulty, they will rubber band. Super hard. Even if you're super fast, they will rubber band out of nowhere. Unlucky. The racing event would be here, but right now, yeah, he crashed. Nice.
Public service announcement, ladies and gentlemen. Rising star right here.
Yeah, and we get another racing layout for the Street X. Yay! They only added 3 turns.
Revolutionary idea.
Yeah, but they're the fastest ones, so we're happy with that. Basically, these are just redesigned tracks from Underground 1. And on Underground 1, these were only drift courses, so yeah. Of course, you crash into me. Yeah, and we'll also witness that they will crash into walls when they take a turn. I don't know what I've done when they were trying to program the AI here. Okay. Oh, come on. So we have two kind of Street X races. One are on the industrial part, which we were driving all the time, and this is... I think it's on the shipyard or something like that. Or this is even called the industrial part, and the other part is called the ship. That's up. Basically, we have only asphalt here. And now the other one, we have some dirt parts where we will get slowed down. You basically have two options to tune your car on Street X. You can put everything on low, which gives you more grip on the dirt parts. Or what I've done right now with my tuning, it is better to wall ride. Okay, now we'll do a sponsored track event. Okay, that guy slowed down for whatever reason. Also, if you want to play this game casually and want to have a really bad time, play it on hard mode. The rubber banding is so annoying. It comes to Underground 1 levels. Oh, forgot that I had to do Sigma boost. Also, on this specific wall ride, I want to be careful. If I'm too much on the right, there's a little bit of wall sticking out. And you will get stuck. And just basically lose all your speed. It wouldn't be a Need for Speed game without invisible stucking out walls. Even the most wanted, they still have them. Okay, that car did reset. Please don't collect much more score.
Big guns from France representing GTI.
Okay, that Sigma boost worked, but it wasn't that much. So right now we are going to the special parts shop, but I have to disappoint you, we won't put neon underneath the car because we don't need it right now. But we changed our speedometer, so... right now, this is the hydraulic boost. It will give you way better acceleration at the start. And this is also one of the few circuits where we won't have any out-of-bound trick. And this track can also get pretty annoying if you crash, because you have to... After this part you have to drive uphill and the Corolla is super slow. But yeah, one small misjudgment and you will crash into a car. Even if you only bumped in a little bit, you will lose your combo for gaining nitrous. So this is also one of the few bumps I can use nitrous and gain more speed. Also, I like to call this event Small Pigeon Park, because on stage 5 later on you have a free lap race in the Pigeon Park section with the greenhouse we were driving through. And you can get super unlucky with the traffic RNG, and we're basically driving 300 kilometers per hour all the time. Alright. That was actually good. And now we have to do more optical tuning. Because we have to get the car to 3 stars. No, not taillights, headlights. Level 3 this one, level 2, level 2. Alright. Not the fastest menuing.
A director for Underground Speed Zone is here, catching film for the next DVD. He's gonna be looking for winners, so put it down out there.
No, don't crash into it. So after this event there's also one of the few parts where we can do outrun races. We have 2 spots in the hills where we can do outrun races, but if I get the wrong opponent it will be super difficult. I have to pray for a slow cam and that I spin him in the perfect angle. Yeah, a little bit of more nitrous, nice. It's an all-wheel drive, not what I wanted.
Quite a growl that your ride's got. Is it just as scary when it moves?
Sometimes they get stuck on that bridge. Like he does, nice.
Check this chump out. Strutting like he all that now because of a win.
Only one outrun race left. Now we will do 3 more races. Then, oh, thanks, Audi. Really appreciate that you bumped that car into my lane. But this is one of those few hidden racetracks, and this is also one of the most annoying drag races we have, because the traffic is upcoming and also heavy RNG, and they sometimes steer into you. On my PB, I lost this drag race. It loses you a good amount of time. So I have to be careful here. He's on the right. He's in the middle. Where is he? In the middle. He's on the right. And sometimes you don't have much time to react to them and then you just basically crash. Alright, this time it worked. On stage 4 it gets even more annoying. On stage 4 we have 3 drag races that are dead angle traffic spawns. We can't do anything against it and then you just crash and lose. And that's basically a reset after 2 hours. And you can't do anything against it. Just depends if the game gives you good traffic RNG or not. Come on. Oh yeah. 2 centimeters away from the event, thanks. So this time we will also have another out of bounds. This time I can't reset my car, but I have to find a perfect little angle in this barrier. Basically you drive backwards and when it transitions to the wall here, you get a small pixel where you can steer in and then it will put you on the other side. Oh, come on, game. Got it first try the whole week. Now it won't do it. There it is. Also another great reset spot. And I have to be careful on this drift race. I lost it 2 times this week because I was going too fast. Well, right now I have a good lead, but that can change every second, as I mentioned. They can rubber band. But what can also happen is when another AI racer pushes them on the bonus zone, and then they accumulate a huge amount of points. And as long as they don't crash into a wall, they will get those points. But this time I got lucky. Okay, now it's one of the few times where I will show off the hydraulic boost. Basically what you do is you press shift down to get into neutral, and on the keyboard I'm holding hydraulic jump. It is not possible to do the same inputs on a controller, only if you do it on two different input devices. Okay, I get a Corolla. Please spin him, please spin him. Yeah, be stuck there, come on. Come on. Fuck. Yeah, we will get unlucky, I won't get the engine upgrade. I wasn't fast enough. Unlucky. Yeah, here's the next racing event, so I won't bother. He can just pass me and win the race. Maybe I'll drive backwards so then he can get more distance. Come on, lose the race. Thanks.
Yo, man, a word of advice. Try a little harder next time.
It's the first mountain drift. On stage 3 we'll get introduced to mountain drifts. They're quite easy until the sponsored event in stage 5, where you have to get 40k points with a super fast car. And also you have traffic RNG in those drift events. You get bonus points if you drive closely to another traffic car or when you go off-road. Most of these events have super easy off-road sections. This event only has this small patch where you have to get a good amount of points. Ah yeah, and on track races, we basically accelerate backwards and use the hydraulic button to push our back in the air. And when we then accelerate, we get a super boost on the start compared to the other races, which looks super funny.
Hot 4 scouting for their next hero. Bring it home and score their cover.
So normally, if I would have gotten my pre-outrun races, I would have to do another star event, which is right here. But unfortunately enough, I didn't get pre-outrun races, so we're just driving normally to the tuning shop.
swap out stock parts with aftermarket. Harden your suspension and slice through turns by upgrading your.
If you want to squeeze the most, yo, it's like this. Suspension
One of the
controls how
faster
your ride
parts where you have
reacts
to
to
do
changes in
tuning, you
time
only have to
and sideways
change
forces like cornering.
some
The
suspension
components
parts
work like a
on
team and must be
street
tuned
accent
together for them to work
circuit.
properly. A general tuning guideline is to
Yes, got another boost. You only have a small frame window to get that acceleration boost with the double inputs. Basically, the first frame you see of your hood cam, you have to press the right buttons. Or the yapping in the garage is all the time. Yeah, sometimes you get beautiful cars, sometimes you get really ugly opponents. You have to be careful, don't want to crash into them. Oh no, here's a long teeth body kit. Or rear bumper, it's not even a body kit. Body kits you will only get through Outrun races and Stage 5, I believe. Yeah, it should be Stage 5. Nice, that's a good amount of hydraulic starts that I get right now. Right, now we're doing another camera.
Underground Speed Zone just made their final edit, and you are in their next DVD.
I don't know how many Underground Racing League races are here on this stage, but basically you will get a 6-lap race, which takes 10 minutes or something like that. Oh, missed. So we only have one sponsored event left, then the other drag race, and then we will get the last underground racing league from stage 3. This right now is the airport layout. And as always, we don't drive normally to the other event. What? Oh, I never had this one before. What? Come on. There it is. Interesting. Maybe I was too far to the right. I think you've got 4 different layouts of this drag race. This right now is without any obstacles, without any bumps. You can get pretty unlucky on those bumps that I had on the last drag race, and you can get flinched in the air out of nowhere. Alright. Last event. This underground racing league has 2 races. Two races and a lot of wall riding. That was too much. It turned into early. Where's one of those? Oh! One guy stuck outside again. And now he's back on the track. Is he? No, he's on the other side of the wall. We can just... When you look close enough, you can see his backlight on the left. There he is. I never had this many out of bounds air races in a while. Basically what happened to him, either he got flinched through the wall, or sometimes they bounce really high into the air and get out of bounds like that. Seems like he's back on the track. Okay, only one race left. Time comes up when I finish this race. Basically when I finish the last lap, then it's time. And this is also one of the few parts in the run where you can take a drink. In Most Wanted, you have cutscenes that you can't skip from the boss races, so you can easily drink on them. But here you go all the time and you don't have that many straights where you can take a drink. And for me in particular, sometimes on stage 5 and the later stages I feel super dehydrated. I didn't take those turns good enough. Alright, this is the last lap. Ah yeah, and on underground races, you want to get the fastest lap on every lap. You will get nitros from that, the maximum amount. I think on 6-step races you have to do. Okay, time is coming up. Right now, time.
G. Underestimating everything.
Yes. And now we basically unlock Coal Harbor. That would be stage 4.
As you were mentioning though, you were talking about getting a drink, I was like, yeah, I should probably get a drink too myself. I hope everyone in chat has got a drink and taking a drink right now. This is your call out post. But Moon, where can people find you on Twitch then?
On the same name, under moom1500. This year I will mostly stream Most Wanted because we will have the 20th anniversary of Most Wanted. And we will have a speedrun event on our Discord, so I'm mostly live on the evening.
And any other shoutouts or anything you want to do?
Nothing in particular. Thanks for having me. I hope you had fun watching Underground 2.
I absolutely did. As I said, this was like one of my few childhood games. I know people say like, you know, watching. Well, some people say watching your childhood game can ruin it or something. Some people say no, it makes it better. Just seeing this game again just makes me happy. But thank you very much. We will go to an intermission as we set up for our next run. I will be finishing my hosting shift here, and I will be back after the next run. But speaking of the next run, our next one is actually going to be from Zola, and it's going to be Super Taxi Driver 2006. It is a game of all time, folks. Just think Crazy Taxi but outsourced to tiny European country. That's all I'm going to give for it. But we will go to animation and we'll see you all in a few minutes. So until then, make sure you don't go anywhere. See you in a few.